Hello, and today I am so pleased to be joined by none other than Mr. Freddy Jacquin, a man who really needs no introduction, but to give you a bit of an idea, Freddy isn't just a good friend of mine, he's also a tour de force in the world of hypnosis. And anyone really who has had anything to do with hypnosis will no doubt have come across Freddy. Freddy is an internationally renowned hypnotherapist and trainer. He has personally worked with tens of thousands of clients, and he has also taught thousands of hypnosis students around the world. Last year, Freddy released his book, Hypnotherapy, which has sold thousands of copies worldwide. He also has a therapy practice in Hornsey in the north of England, where he sees clients, and he also sees clients on Skype and Zoom. So welcome, Freddy. I am absolutely delighted to have you here with us today. Huge welcome.
Well, thanks for having me, and thanks for the introduction. I didn't know I did all that. Thanks for letting me know.
That's just a drop in the ocean. I could be here for days. So, Freddy, you have been a staple feature of the UK Hypnosis Convention since its first year in 2016. And this year you will be hosting a full-day workshop on the Thursday, and then also giving a lecture on the Friday afternoon.
Yeah.
So to begin with, do you want to tell us something about the full-day workshop? Because it sounds as though it's going to be quite hands-on and lots of practical skills and participants hypnotizing each other.
It is. It's going to be a full-on day. I fully expect that people are going to learn a lot from it. It's going to be lots of different techniques. And the techniques that I teach, if you know me, they're not long-winded. They don't have a big script attached. In fact, none of the things I'm going to teach on that day will be script-driven. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hypnotize the whole room as a group. Okay. To start with, within the first 5 minutes. Once I've introduced myself, I'm going to hypnotize the group. Because recently, when I've been running training, we often have people come on our training and they say, I've done this training, done that training, and I just lack the confidence to go and start work. And I often wonder, we're hypnotherapists, and one of the things we do is help people get confident or be confident in what they do. So I'm going to use the beginning of the day and the end of the day to hypnotize the group. I'm going to hypnotize the group. To start with, I'm going to get them into a perfect learning state so they can absorb all the information they're going to take in, and at the end of the day, give them the confidence to go and use it. So I'm going to demonstrate these techniques with someone from the class. I'm then going to get everyone up and practicing in it, because it is a workshop, even though I think the word work and hypnosis don't really go together. I've often said that I qualified in the early 90s and I haven't worked a day since, and that's how I feel about this work we do. So it's going to be a full-on workshop. I'm going to get people pairing up and working with each other, actually practicing these skills which I'm teaching. And it's going to be maybe 4 or 5 different techniques for phobias, for pain relief, for habitual problems. All of those things are going to be crammed into that one day. It's going to be full on. But I fully expect that anyone that attends that workshop is going to go out with these skills. That's what I intend. And I say it will be fun, it will be interactive, and it's going to be a full-on day, let's say. Yeah,
and so these are going to be some of the protocols and techniques that you've laid out in your book, is that right?
Yeah. I mean, some of the ones that I've actually developed, if you like, the arrow technique for chronic pain, even though that's now gone around the world and it's been used for everything. As my son Anthony would put it, it's a utility tool. It started off as a chronic pain technique. We pretty soon learned that we could use it for emotional pain. But then people have been putting anxiety and stress and all kinds of things in that technique. One guy even put psoriasis in, and the guy's skin cleared up. I have no idea why that works, but people are using it. They don't have the same limitations maybe I have, and they're getting great results with it. So we're going to be teaching the arrow technique.
Okay.
I'm going to be teaching 2 inductions. My go-to impromptu induction, which is the Jacquin arm motion induction. I'm going to be teaching the Jacquin power lift induction.
Yeah.
Then developed by me, and we use them in different ways. The Jacquin power lift induction, it leaves the person in this position, which enables us to then go for unconscious communication. And
Yeah.
so we're going to also demonstrate that by running a parts negotiation on a phobia, maybe a group phobia, depending on who's there and who wants to come up.
Okay.
So demonstrate these techniques live on real problems in that classroom. And then we're going to get people paired up and utilizing them. So
Yeah.
lots of techniques from my book. We're going to be talking about how I deal with phobias, panic attacks, all those kind of things, and with habitual problems like smoking or cannabis or cocaine or nail biting, and how we can utilize these techniques that I'm going to be teaching to help people overcome those problems.
Yeah. So then participants will have the opportunity to work on some of their own stuff, I'm guessing, at the same time as taking these techniques out, you know, to work with their clients.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that when I do a demonstration, I'm going to ask for people in that class who maybe have got a phobia they want to be free of. So I fully expect that anyone in that room, because it doesn't matter to me whether it's one person or whether it's 10 people, I'm going to demonstrate how you can utilize these tools in a group of people. So,
Yeah.
you know, some of you went to Anthony's Change Phenomena right back in 2011 or 12. You saw me doing a demonstration with a group for phobias there. We're going to demonstrate that, how to utilize the arrow for a group of people who are in pain.
Yeah.
So depending on who's in that room, if you've been to my demonstrations at UKHC before, you see I'll get everyone in the room to stand up.
Yeah.
And pretty amazing sight when you see, you know, maybe everyone in that room sit down by maybe 2 or 3 people. So we're going to be teaching people how to do this, how to use it one-to-one with people, how to use it in a group. So that's my expectation. It is going to be full on, but I absolutely know that if you're there and you're open-minded, you're going to learn these techniques.
Yeah.
So that's my expectation. Yes, they are techniques from my book. Not for my own development, but maybe on my own twist on old techniques, like the 6-step reframe, which we now call the parts negotiation. Which is a fantastic, powerful tool for changing what I call the underlying programming, the habitual side of the problem that people confront with. So
yeah. And I've seen lots of these group demonstrations that you've done, and they're, you know, fun and engaging, and, you know, certainly participants get results from.
But I think a lot of people think it's something to do with me, you know, my personality. People say, oh, you're confident, you do these things. Honestly, I absolutely believe that anyone can do what I do. It's nothing to do with me. These techniques are going around the world. No, people don't know me, and they're picking up these techniques, picking up my book, and they're using it. I mean, I went to Las Vegas last year for the first time to their conference there, and a man came up to me. I've never seen him. Bear in mind, he's on the other side of the planet. He doesn't know me. I don't know him. And he said, I bought your arrow technique. My mum's been in pain for 20 years. I use the arrow technique and she hasn't got any pain. You know, and there are people that are using these techniques. That's what I want. You know, my presentation on the Friday, the 1-hour presentation, if I remember rightly, the title is Everyday Hypnosis That Anyone Can Use. I want mums to be able to use the arrow technique. I want people, if they meet someone at the airport too scared to get on that plane, can I help that person over that fear in 5 minutes? I believe we can. If you meet someone in pain and it's chronic and it's no use to them, that pain, can I help them overcome that in 5 minutes? I believe you can.
Yeah.
That's what I want to teach people.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not holding anything back. You know, in my book, I've put everything in that book that I've developed to this day. I'm not saying it's the end of the road, but I'm saying to this day, and I want people to be able to pick up that book, even if they haven't hypnotized anyone before, and read that book, learn the techniques in that book, and help people. I believe that's what we can do with hypnosis.
And this is a really good chance for anyone who has picked up your book and read it and, you know, been through it kind of theoretically. This is a great chance for them to, you know, learn from the man himself and get some kind of hands-on practice doing this with you.
Yeah, I mean, I like to think that happens. You know, a lot of people have bought my book. There's been great reviews about it, which I'm really pleased about, because when you do anything like that, you never know, you know, you're putting your neck on the line, so to speak.
Yeah.
And so you don't know what the review's going to be. And I wrote it as I speak to you. It's the only way I can work, because I'm not, you know, I'm not a highly educated person. So when I write as I speak to you. When I write the techniques as I do them. So I'm glad that people like it.
It's a very readable book. I think, you know, that really comes across. It's a very readable book. You know,
yeah, and the workshop is going to be the same. You know, I'm not going to drag anything out of this. I'm going to make sure that this is what you say. It's very simple. There's very few words to what I do. So I'm not going to be giving people scripts. I'm not going to be giving people to read things. I fully expect, but partly because I'm going to hypnotize everyone first, so they can absorb that knowledge, so they can access that knowledge. Why would we as hypnotherapists run training courses? Not hypnotize everyone first. I can't make that out.
Yeah, sounds great.
Hypnotize everyone again, so they go out there totally confident in using these tools.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's what's going to happen in that room. It is going to be full on, and you know, I fully expect that people are going to get a great deal from it.
Yeah.
I won't be lecturing, I'll be demonstrating, and then we're going to get up, we're going to pair up with each other, and we're going to do this work.
Which is a great way to learn, you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. I've run these kind of courses before, and that's what it's like. You know, it's not me standing there talking to people then giving people scripts. That's not how I'm working. I fully expect they're going to be able to do this work. And when they go out of there, they're going to change people's lives with these simple but powerful techniques.
Yeah. And, you know, certainly the first time that I met you, it was because I was in pain. I had a migraine and used the arrow on me, and, you know.
And later on, sparks flew, if I remember rightly.
They did. They did. That I won't forget that. Yes.
No, that's fantastic.
That sounds ambiguous, but
no, it was it was to see. I've still got the photo of you, the look on your face when you felt that.
Yeah, that was incredible. Yeah. But so, you know, I've benefited from the arrow myself. I can vouch that.
Yeah, I mean, I think about the UKHC is that a lot of the learning is done outside of the classes.
It's true.
It's done in the intervals. It's done in, you know, the when we meet in the bar afterwards.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic conference.
Yeah.
Brilliant people, and I think this year we've got so many different people across the field, from academics to me.
Yeah.
From the people who do this work and study it, and we need those incredible people, because these skills need to be in the hands of everyone. And it is a problem, because people ask, what do you do? And well, he spoke to me, and then what happened? Then I closed my eyes, then what happened? Well, he spoke to me some more, then what happened? Well, I opened my eyes, and what happened then? What happened to the cigarette sins? Yeah, but what happened? You know, it is difficult to explain what we do. We have to accept that it is a powerful tool, and it can be learned quite quickly. And it can be used by a lot of people, and that's what I want. You know, I just believe we've got to get this tool out. We've got to demonstrate it, get people enthused, get people excited, so they can go and help thousands of other people.
Yeah, it sounds great. And so the lecture then on Friday, you're going to be using or demonstrating how emotion and fascination can play into.
Yeah, I mean, I believe my feelings now have changed a lot. I mean, I think when I first started anyway, I thought people would come and see me, they with a problem, they'd tell me what the problem is, I'd listen, I'd then hypnotize them, and I'd suggest they can do what they want to do or stop doing what they want to stop doing. And generally, that's what happened. I now see it completely different. I know we are all walking around in trance already. Some of them positive, you know, I'm a good person, I'm a nice person, But
Yes.
some, and the majority of them are negative. I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't stop doing this, I can't achieve that. That's no different to me statuing someone and saying you can't move, and then believing they can't move and not being able to move. It's no different. We're just in different chances. Do you want me to show you something about the power of love? And
Okay.
do this now. I mean, this is an interview, and this could go terribly wrong.
I'm wondering what's about to happen.
But for me now,
This is not rehearsed.
but for me now, this is how easy it is to influence someone. And by influence, I mean suggest that they can change in a positive way.
Okay.
And it's no more difficult than me being able to create an emotion and give you a suggestion. I've seen pictures of you've got 2 girls, have you?
Yeah.
I've seen your girls and I've seen you, and I know what fun you have. So I'm going to show you the power of hypnosis, okay? And the power of love.
Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready, yes.
What you just do is for me, Etain, just put your hand out in front of you like this, shoulder height, okay? Right, that's it. Now look into the camera, and I want you to think about those beautiful girls of yours. I want you to see their faces, feel that love. I let her remind you just how loved you are and how fabulous you are as a woman, as a mother. And as you feel that love, I want you to notice that hand's hanging there all by itself. And imagine now there's nothing you can do about it. And when you realise there's nothing you can do about it, you can try and get it down and find it goes even higher, Etain. Push as hard as you can now, find it goes even higher. Please do not pretend. Push as hard as you can, find it goes even higher. But are you hypnotised? Are you in a trance? Now something strange is going to happen. The harder you try and push that hand down, the higher the other one's going to lift. Push even harder, Etain. Feel the other one being pulled up toward the ceiling now. That's right, it's an incredible feeling. Feel that force pulling the other hand up. But are you hypnotised? That's right, it's an incredible understanding. I just have to get you thinking about those beautiful girls of yours. I have you understanding the love you have and how loved you are, and I can influence you. In a moment, I'm going to click my fingers. Your hand will drift down. Your eyes will close for a split second. And when they open, you're going to have a totally new understanding of your real worth, your real value, just how loved you are and how brilliant you are. As a mother, as a woman, as a hypnotherapist, get ready. As that hand drifts down, feel that love now flooding your body. That's right, eyes open, feeling absolutely incredible. You know, for me, this is not complex anymore. I don't see it as complex. And you don't have to have your eyes closed. You had your eyes open all the way through that. So it's no more about, you know, we all start generally with, you know, take a breath in, relax, close your eyes. We don't need to close our eyes. As my son would say for years, it's not a state of eyelids.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying is we're already walking around in trance.
I love that. I love your use of emotion, and I distinctly remember you using those techniques that first time that I met you, you know, when the sparks flew. And I have since employed, you know, parts of that with almost all the clients that I work with, because it is so evocative.
Well, for me, the bottom line in any hypnotherapy session, no matter what they come in with, whether it's a drug problem, whether it's a fear problem, whether it's a confidence problem or a weight loss problem, whatever it might be, my bottom line is I want that person going out of there with an understanding of their worth, their real worth, that goes beyond the car they drive, the house they live in, the clothes they wear. And the easy way to do that is to get them thinking about their worth to the people they love.
Yeah.
Girls, you know, they think you're a goddess. Well, I mean, I do as well, but I mean, and they want to be like you, you know. So once you get into that, and you get people to understand their real worth, and then they start to look after themselves. You can't expect someone to take care of themselves or value themselves unless they understand that. So at some point, I'm going to evoke an emotion. I'm going to bring that up, and I'm going to utilize it to help that person move to where they want. And that's what I'm saying about this everyday hypnosis that anyone can use. You know, we don't have to say the word hypnosis. When your girl's happy and you see her in that wonderful mood, you can give her a suggestion that she can achieve incredible things.
Yeah, it's
Sound
so
like
simple
hypnosis,
and so great.
It doesn't sound like hypnosis, but that suggestion is going to go in. And it also works the other way. I mean, how many times do parents smack their kid and then tell them they're an idiot? You smack a child, you've altered their state. And in that altered state, if you say you're an idiot and you'll never amount to anything, that happens enough times. That is no different to me saying to you, try and get your arm down, find you cannot. Yeah. Once that your mind's wrapped around an idea like that, it becomes real to you.
Yeah.
And then it becomes a belief. And if that belief is there, then that's what you're going to achieve. So for me, this is not complex. Once you understand the power of emotion, so that's what I'm going to be teaching in that one-day workshop. And in the 1 hour presentation, I'm going to show people how to evoke emotion and help someone out of chronic pain in 4 or 5 minutes. I'm going to show them how to evoke an emotion and to help someone out of a lifelong phobia in a few minutes.
Yeah.
That's doable. And that's what I want everyone in that class to learn, even if it's in that hour, and because for me, as I said, I want everyone to be able to do this. Because I know it's not, we're doing it anyway.
Yeah.
We're hypnotizing. When I was in India, a guy said to me, we're either hypnotizing, being hypnotized, or we're in hypnosis. And that's the truth of the matter.
Yeah.
It's a state we can, it's a state theory, and is it state, is it not state?
Yeah.
I think it is a state, and I think it is a special state, but I think it's something we can enter into very easily. And it's also something we can evoke in someone else very easily. And it doesn't have to have the word hypnosis attached.
Yeah. We
just have to understand the power of an emotion, and that can be good or bad.
Yeah.
I'd like to think as hypnotherapists, when we're creating an emotion for someone, it's going to be a positive emotion.
Yeah.
But bear in mind, it's happening out there all the time. A woman's having a really good day with her kids. Her husband comes home, he's had a frustrating day at work. He immediately makes her feel bad, so he's altered her state, and then he says she's rubbish, she's blah, blah, blah. Yeah. That happens enough times, that woman's going to believe that, and she's going to carry it into everything she's done. So we are hypnotizing people all the time, and once we understand this, then we can not only influence the people around us in a positive way, we can help our clients understand that they can use this for themselves.
Yeah.
That's my feelings. And so, I get passionate about it, and I get a bit, and starting me up to one thing, shutting me up to something completely.
Well, I am really, really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to the lecture on Friday. I can't wait. And for anyone who wants to book tickets for Freddy's workshop, you can get tickets at the UK Hypnosis Convention website at ukhypnosisconvention.co.uk. And just to anyone thinking of coming along to the convention who hasn't had the pleasure of meeting Freddy before, I'd just like to say, Freddy is so approachable. And, like you said earlier, so much of what happens at the convention takes place outside the actual lectures. And Freddy is so engaged and engaging, and perhaps, more than any other hypnotist I've ever met, is always ready to hypnotize. You're always, you're there, you're ready to fire, which is just a pleasure to be around.
Yeah, I mean, I just love it. I love it. The whole thing, the people involved. I travel over the world now, and anyone that's involved in this, they're just special. They seem special kind of person. I mean, it's the love that you feel in these conventions beyond everything else. Yeah. I mean, I think the first time I met you, and you immediately have that friendship with people, and it'll be the same this year. It's going to be great.
Yes, I can't.
And not just me. I believe that the majority of people in this work are approachable, and you can ask them questions, and everyone wants to help everyone else. Yes. We all want to be the best we can be. We want everyone to understand that, use these techniques, and then go and change people's lives. And we have an opportunity to do that. So, yeah.
And, that is one of the things about the convention. The speakers are so generous with their information, kind of outside the talks. So, yes, I'm so looking forward to seeing you, Freddy. And I'm delighted that you'll be joining us in November. And so until then, I will see you at the convention.
Yeah. And I'll see you there. I look forward.
Yes, I will. Me too.
Take care.
You too.
Bye for now.
Yeah.